A look at the Spring Mountains surrounding beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Hello and welcome to the NBA Cup Championship. I'm Kevin Harlan, and joining me are Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. I'll tell you guys, this has become one interesting event.
Yeah, even though it's still the regular season, this is a chance to put a stake in the ground saying, hey, we're the best team in the league right now. One of these teams is going to come away with that level of confidence.
In this game, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Miami Heat. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. Here's a look at some of the stats for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, we've got Tyler Hero. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Big Daddy. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for the Timberwolves, we've got Naz Reid. Also, Rudy Gobert out there. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with McDaniels. And it's Shannon in at the shooting guard position. And so the tip-off goes to Miami. Well, thinking back to last year, the 2024... NBA Cup Championship, the Bucks defeating the Thunder 97-81, with Giannis Antetokounmpo being named the MVP of the tournament.
Yeah, Giannis with a triple-double in that final in Vegas, but it was defense that won it from Milwaukee, holding the eventual NBA champion Thunder to just 33% from the field. OKC had just 31 points in the second half.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. That's the Big Daddy. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's DiVincenzo. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Now, here's McDaniels. It's a 3-point game. Shannon, no good. Powell, the pass to Big Daddy. And the Heat, another 3.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
And last season, the Heat with their worst finish in a decade. Greg, it was surprising.
Well, the Jimmy Butler saga hung over the middle part of the season. The team's best player had 1 foot out the door even before they traded him. So now this team pivots towards that younger core.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Outside, Reid. A 3-pointer, no good. For Miami, they've gotten their first chance to go in for it to start off this game. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, the Timberwolves this summer signing extensions to keep their elite front court intact. In bringing back Julius Randle and Naz Reid, they maintain a team strength, one that seems more necessary than ever in the loaded West, guys.
You got it, making the commitment. Okay, Shams, thanks for the report. Both free throws good from Big Daddy. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's DiVincenzo. Left side, Reid. Shoots over Hackett. And a pine roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Reeves got his second bucket of the night. Miami's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Big Daddy. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Reed with a screen on Hero. Reed gets the bucket. 6 points for Naz Reid. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hi, guys. Well, Big Daddy in the last game against Detroit had a huge game. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude.
I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And here is DiVincenzo. After Tyler Hero hitting the three. Reed with a screen on Hero. Canning, no good. The Heat leading by 7. Here's Big Daddy, and the Heat, another three.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Bones Hyland is checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Miami with a change here, too. Ware's checked in. A minute 20 left in the first. Conley scanning the floor. Reed, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Reed's got 8.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Big Daddy, and the Heat, another three.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Reed with a screen for Hyland. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Fires away from outside. And again, Miami with the triple.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Bounce pass, Conley. Reed kicks to Conley. Takes a three. Hyland misses.
But on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's Big Daddy missing. Pass to Hyland. Now, here's Reed. Puts up a deep three. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Miami, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Welcome back to 2K's coverage of the Cup Championship game. Worst. The game against New Orleans, very impressive. Minnesota making a switch here. Miller's checked in. Big Daddy's checked in for the Heat. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got Adebayo. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Khalil Ware. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Big Daddy in at the 1. Outside Conley. Miller finds Conley. There's the drive. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Good on the three-point shot. And it's now 26 points for Big Daddy.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front,
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Ingles. Conley with a wide open look. Can't cash in from the high post. Mitchell passes to Wiggins. Here's Big Daddy. Good. Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said, he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Back to you.
Hasn't bought in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Adebayo passes to Big Daddy. And again, it's Miami with the three.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Here's Highland. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Well, Heat leading by 18. Here's Big Daddy. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. And Adebayo with the lay-in. Adebayo's got his first basket of the night.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Then for the Heat, Norman Powell's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Tyler Hero in for Davion Mitchell. And you have to enjoy this atmosphere, right? The fans have really taken to the NBA Cup.
And that might be because the teams are taking it seriously. Unlike, say, the All-Star game, these guys are focused and fighting for every possession. Well, that's what makes it so entertaining.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Timberwolves trail by 19. Here's Shannon. Last game he had 28 points. Reed with a screen on Powell. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
He got a three to fall in the first, and now his second in this quarter. Not a trend the defense wants to see.
Well, Heat leading by 16. Hero passes to Big Daddy. Back to Powell. Pass to Big Daddy. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Big Daddy's got 40 points. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded closely. Misses from close range.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And Hill pulls it down. Ware's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Big Daddy. And again, it's Miami with a three.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Here's Shannon. Still without a basket. Over in the corner, McDaniels. With 1 on the clock, he gets that one. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Miami ahead, running away with it. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
You know, right now for Minnesota, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much...
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Heat.
There's a lot of love for the NBA Cup. The league, the fans, it's created interest.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back.
You can feel the excitement. It's Las Vegas through and through. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We got the second half of the Cup Championship on 2K Sports. It's been a clinic out there by Big Daddy.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Timberwolves trail by 20. Gobert is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's McDaniels. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Shannon in at the 2-guard spot. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, Big Daddy.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
Pulls up. Shannon, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Lets it go from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Big Daddy's got 46 points.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Pass to Reid. From deep. Drills it from outside. Shan's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Big Daddy. From downtown. And again, Miami with the triple.
Well, 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
You take a look at Jaquez. And I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible. That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Timberwolves have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Gobert, the screen. And the wide open shot from Reid. Good on the triple. Reid's got 11 points.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone. This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Takes it inside. And the layup's good off the glass. 11 points in the game.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. 56 points for Big Daddy.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Leading scorer on the night, and he looks very hungry for more. Keep feeding him. Operation Feed the Horse.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Back to you guys.
He can lock it down. Okay, Allie, thanks. The tray. Kept alive.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Another one goes. Incredible.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Pass to Shannon. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. A chance here to rank the top rookies in the NBA. The race for the Rookie of the Year. How about these guys? Huh? What a group. Look at Big Daddy. What a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
Yeah, nobody has made a bigger splash than he has in this early part of the season. He's already living up to his potential.
Big Daddy, that's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
McDaniels gets to Conley. Pass to Gobert. 5 to shoot. To the inside. Over Adebayo. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Inside. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one. And so it's the Miami Heat out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hit that like and subscribe. You already know. Keep this game.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Only 1 quarter left in this year's NBA Cup tournament. Fourth quarter getting going here. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. Mitchell is out there with Big Daddy. Then it's Khalil Ware. Then it's Simone Fontecchio. And it's Wiggins in at the 4 slot. Well, Greg, as we play the fourth quarter, the winner tonight will have a chance to do the double.
Yeah, they call it that in soccer, winning the double. Take home the regular season title and the cup title in the same season. In our case, it'd be a win tonight plus an NBA title. And that's a tall task, but hey, they're halfway there.
And the Heat, another 3.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Conley for 3. Miami grabs the miss. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stint.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Clark. Beyond the arc. And that's good. Michael Conley for 3.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Wiggins passes to Big Daddy. And another one.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Clark outside. Reed with a screen for Clark. Good, nice job down low.
Now that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Pass to Mitchell. Here's Big Daddy. Fontecchio. He's covered by Clark. Takes the 3. Again, what an avalanche! He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Highland passes to Clark. And there's the drive. Now here's Conley. He's tightly guarded. Clark finds Reed. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
And yep, another basket.
81 on the night. channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Miami. Here's Big Daddy. And a miss there on the triple. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Back to Clark. Outside Conley. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Heat. Ware's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Big Daddy. And another basket for Miami.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Clark with a wide open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Pass to Fontecchio. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
The Heat making a switch here. Larson's checked in. Minnesota's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Shannon, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
And they need better team defense. Help out your man in the post. It takes multiple guys to stop him.
Here's Big Daddy. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Here's Reed. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they'd been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Good on the shot.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by. He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Pass to Fontecchio. Here's Big Daddy. Off target with that shot. And they've done it. What a moment for this team to lift that NBA Cup over their heads. Pure glory.
It was a memorable journey to get to this point, a battle every step of the way. And you have to think this is a huge confidence boost for them moving forward. It proves they're ahead of the curve in terms of getting into postseason shape.
Now let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
Not in career.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, we can. We just got coming up. watching but I want to go see like what kind of tats they are. How do you go with things like two? That'd be a way to.
Be in the house. It's good, MP.
Yo, we got something crazy for you guys today.
Hit me.
Well, you all know how I got into the Grateful Dead recently, right?
Yep, kind of a weird pivot, but I dig it.
My mom used to listen to that stuff all the time growing up, so not really that weird.
Fair enough, but where you going with this?
Well, anyway, I saw this video of Dead and Company show, and they had these drones turn into a giant animated skeleton. So I asked myself, what if the drones could turn into me dunking on someone? And get this, turns out they can do it.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
MP in the house.
Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, and we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. And now a chance to look here at the race for Rookie of the Year. Halfway through the season, these are the top rookies so far. Look at Big Daddy. What a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
Yeah, he's a clear #1 right now. Nobody even close to passing him.
So here's Miami's starting group. Powell is out there with Jaime Jaquez. And it's Big Daddy. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Celtics, the wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Cato. And it's Simons in at the 1. We are really in the thick of the regular season now, Greg. You like what you've seen so far?
Absolutely. You can tell that everyone came to play this year. The game just keeps getting more advanced, and the skill level continues to rise.
Jaquez the pass to Big Daddy. It's up a 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Simons kicks to Brown. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Hero. And so Hero will bring it up for Miami.
Wow, what the fuck is wrong with my controller?
It's a 3-point game. Drops in the tray. Big Daddy's got his second basket of the night.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get that.
The kick out to Simon. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Miami's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Big Daddy and the Heat, another 3.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
The Celtics have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Tatum with it, and Jaquez picks him up defensively. No coverage that time.
Sometimes you just know it's coming. White couldn't wait to let that one fly. Respond to the 3 on the other end.
I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your lead on that?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
One second. I don't want my controller messing up.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
It's Brown on the wing. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
And the 3-ball is good. 14 points for Big Daddy.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, Big Daddy in the last game against Brooklyn put on a show. He added 61 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable.
My controller. I had no issue with it.
Won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on, see if he can't replicate that performance.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So Boston ends up going with a new group. And a new group in for the Heat. Khalil Ware's checked in for Adebayo. Wiggins comes in for Jaime Jaquez. Simone Fontecchio, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Davion Mitchell subbed in for Tyler Hero. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons, player almost a decade younger. And Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. If he can fit in defensively, he could be a long-term contributor, guys.
Yeah, he's more than capable. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Here's Pritchard. They really needed more from him in that loss to New York. They need this, and it falls over the rim and in.
Well, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Cans it from downtown. Big Daddy's got 19 points.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Shireman. He has yet to score. Shot clock at 5. The Celtics need to get a shot off. The 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big-time finish to the court.
And so it's Miami, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this. He's making some changes here. Austin with the ball, trailing by 5. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Anthony Simons out there with White. And it's Queta in at the 5 spot. That's in the game for the Celtics. It's good from long range. 22 points for Big Daddy.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
To stand multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has 3 key things for a defender, all right? He is smart, he is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time.
And the Heat, another 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Tatum on the wing. Bill's defending, and Simons wide open. He'll fire. Again, Simons missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Big Daddy. And again, it's Miami with a 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Boston making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. And Miami with a change here, too. Wiggins is checked in. .104 left here in the second. A nice shot by Simons.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Pass to Adebayo. Here's Big Daddy. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Left side Simons. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Simons has got his second basket of the game.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Big Daddy, that's good.
Nice pass by Hero. He is a highly skilled player.
Brown against Wiggins. Spins. Brown, good. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Pass to Big Daddy. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Three-pointer, Simon. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Here's Big Daddy, covered by Simon. Off target. That was a little heat check. And so it's the Miami Heat closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We come back right after this.
Did you miss us? Stupid question. Of course you did. And we missed you. And tonight we kick...
You take a look at the Heat. They're sitting on the top of their division. Can't ask for more than that as a fan. And it feels like they're getting better as the season goes on.
The way they've been playing, I expect big things from these guys.
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Celtics.
I don't see the...
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by Big Daddy.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change, but your style has to be fitted to your personnel.
Here's where Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half. Big Daddy is out there with Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Powell. And it's Jaquez in at the power forward.
And Brown doesn't mind getting roughed up on the way up. In fact, he embraces it.
Both good from the line that time. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With the Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be number one in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins. Kevin, back to you.
Good priority. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Now for three. They get it back. Jaquez with the bucket.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
To the paint, here's Simons. No good that time. Great D that time from Powell.
Familiar results for him. He can't get anything to go.
Big Daddy, that's good.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy, and every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Down low, here's Simons. That one's off, still out of sync.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And Powell gets it to go on the assist by Jaquez. Jaquez has got his 5th assist in this one. Busted, no good that time either.
Well, he's pressing right now, which can happen when you're trying to cut into a lead.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for him right now. He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Outside, White. Back to Tatum. The Celtics get it back in a new 14.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Outside, White. Pass to Brown. There's the 3. He can't get that one to fall. And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. They've only allowed 2 points so far. Good, he hits again.
He's at 50 again. He's done this a few times this year.
This has become old hat. He's tied for the 4th most 50-point games in a single season.
And this is his 9th 50-piece, tying the great Wilt Chamberlain. Kobe's 10 is next up at 3.
Well, there's some power to JB's game. He can simply go through contact.
And it's Big Daddy missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
There's the screen. Brown the pass to Tatum. That 3 off the mark. Miami's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the 3rd quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Here's Big Daddy. Hits it again. Wow.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. 4 seconds left. Indeed, Tatum drops it in. Tatum's got 9.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And so it's Miami way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known.
Teams will make substitutions. Here's Big Daddy. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Big Daddy's got 56 points in the game. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Cato. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the Boston 5. That one drops for him.
What a good finish inside. Simons is such a talented scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
Good, another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And White kicks to Tatum. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done. Yet another bucket.
And his tear continues. Another 60-point game. I've never seen anything like this.
And now has the record for the most 60-plus point games in a row. Brown, good.
Offense is coming easy and often for Brown tonight. He is dialed in. They should keep giving it to him.
Mitchell passes to Big Daddy. And the three off target. Boston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Miami.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Big Daddy.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Brown outside. Miami grabs the miss. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Big Daddy. And again, it's Miami with a three.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
The kick out to Brown. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Now, let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
I'm here with MP, who just set the rookie record for threes in a season. How much was this on your radar, MP? Did you know when you set the record?
Of course I did, Dom. This ain't 1960s. You get close to a record like this and you hear about it 50 million times before you get there.
So you're gunning for this then?
I mean, that's just my game. But yeah, of course, I wanted this record, so I took aim at it. And as you now know, I got pretty good aim.
All right, thanks a lot, MP.
Hey, I appreciate you.
Back to you, Kevin.
Terrific work as always, Dom. You never fail to impress. Thank you so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks.